Jinshan, Gold Mountain.
Images of a 6-year-old boy herding a couple of ducks along a dusty track in southern China. My dad, just a boy.
Just?
He could walk, my dad. He was the best walker ever. Blazing sun, freezing snow, thunder and lightning. He'd walk in anything, through anything. He wanted to change the world, my dad. The one thing he never changed, he could never say my name right. Dad. Dad.
Debbie.
He means David.
I tell you about the time I meet Sun Yat-sen, father of China.
This one time, on his way back to his home village, this strange-looking fella stops him.
Little brother, comrade, what is your name?
Yi Lu. Who are you? You're not from around here.
My name is Sun Yat-sen, and I am a hungry revolutionary. Give me your egg today, and tomorrow I will give you 2.
What sort of a deal is that?
It's a manifesto. I'm a revolutionary.
A what? Look, if I don't take this egg home, my father will kill me, my mum will cry for me, and my brothers will bury me. What good will your 2 eggs do me then?
Little brother, comrade, the egg you are holding, this will be our country. One day soon, China will be new, unbroken, at peace. Give me your egg, give me your trust, join our revolution. This will be our democracy. I will give you back 2 eggs. I will give you a better life.
And what about my dad and my mum?
You will struggle for a day, but then you will have a life that is twice as good.
And how do I know your eggs aren't going to be smaller than mine?
Debbie!
Dad? What are you doing?
No. All wrong. I told him, you're a revolutionary. What do you know? You're all talk. What you need are principles. Number 1, nationalism, so our people can be at peace. Number 2, democracy, so our people can be free. Number 3, livelihood, so we can live. You should call it the 3 principles of the people. That's a manifesto. Now go start your revolution. And he did. Sun Yat-sen became the first president of the Republic of China.
But Sun Yat-sen died before you were even born.
Shh. I fell in love when I was 14. Have you ever fallen in love? I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat, I couldn't do anything but think about her. Wei. I would go to bed at night lying between my 5 brothers and 3 sisters. Yeah, one roll over, we all roll over. I would see Wei before my eyes closed and before they opened. But her father betrayed her. He betrayed us. He was greedy. He wanted powerful friends to protect him. So, He promised Weiwei to the son of the local head of the Kuomintang, Li Chang. The Kuomintang were powerful and corrupt. They called themselves nationalists, talked about freedom and democracy, and how much they hated what the communists wanted to do to China. Chang, he lived in the next village. He wears smart officer uniform. But he and his soldiers, if they wanted something, bloody hell, they say, these people, they're communist, shoot them, then steal their land, animals, and money. Chang, he lived in the next village. I know his son. He have a fat face like the moon. He eat meat and fish every day of his life. I don't care who his father is. I waited for him, and waited, and waited.
Is that when your dad sent you away?
My father, he looked me in the face, very scared. He say, I can't protect you. Chang is Kuomintang. He wants your head for what you do to his son. Go find your gold mountain, make your fortune, bring honor to the family. Then, and only then, can you return. I cried. I say, go where? Many people, they run away to join the communists. They know steal or kill. My father, he pushed me away. Go! Go!
My dad never joined the communists. He started walking. He was a great walker. He walked all the way to Hong Kong barefoot. He would have walked further, but there was the harbour and the sea opening out to the horizon and beyond. And on the other side of it is Gold Mountain. Isn't that right, Dad?
I find out a year later, Li Chang, the Kuomintang officer, he come to my home village. He and his soldiers, they say they're looking for communists. They laugh as they beat my father so badly he nearly died. I never forgive Chang. I never forgive the Kuomintang. Bastards.
Weren't you afraid, Dad? Leaving everything you knew behind, sailing off on that ship into the unknown?
No.
But you never knew what was over the horizon, what was waiting for you.
I just wanted to escape as far away as I could. Forget everything that happened. Find my gold mountain, make my fortune. On the Blue Funnel ship, we Chinaman seamen, we work, work, work. I cry every day, my body aches so much with the work. But I forget my troubles. In the engine room, oh, at the worst hard work. We Chinaman seamen, we know how to work.
Dad stepped off the ship into a war-torn Liverpool after 6 months at sea and saw the pier ahead. A place totally alien to him. A place swarming with so many strange things. Sounds, buildings, and a very different atmosphere. Not a piece of gold or a mountain in sight.
So grey and smoky. I no can see properly. Then, I see many guilos in the smoke.
Guilos, white ghosts. He means the locals.
White ghosts everywhere. They smell sour.
Just ordinary people, Dad.
White ghosts. They make strange sounds. I don't understand them.
I know the feeling.
I follow the other Chinaman seamen. They laugh at me. They say, "You hurry up, or the white ghosts eat me." In the boarding house in Chinatown, I meet old Sue. We have a laundry in Brownlow Hill. He look after me.
Hey, little brother. You want to play?
I don't know how.
It's easy. We teach you.
So, I play cards for money. I play mahjong for money.
Here. You want some?
What is it?
It makes you dream. Makes you happy.
So I try. I dream of my gold mountain. I dream of my father, mother, 5 brothers and 3 sisters. In my bunk in the noisy boarding house, crammed to the ceiling with Chinaman seamen. I dream of being far away. I am happy again.
Yilu, you work long enough, you work hard enough, you can have a laundry like me. Make your own gold mountain. Come and work for me.
Then I have no ship, so I go work in the laundry for a while. I learn English every day from a white ghost woman, One-Tooth Alice. She work at the counter and iron clothes. Baby, I tell you about Hong.
The fellow who was the leader of the Liverpool cell of the People's Republic of China's Congress of the People's Party. The communist.
He a clever man, educated. He talked to me all the time. Revolution, this and that. He communist. I tell him, I ever meet anyone from the Kuomintang, I spit in his face. I ever meet Li Chang, who beat my father, I kill him.
We hate the Kuomintang too. They're our enemies.
He give me a pamphlet. I read it. Who write this?
A great thinker. Like our revolutionary father, Sun Yat-sen, but he is communist, of course.
What his name?
Mao Zedong. You should write to him.
Me? Write to Mao Zedong? What do I say? He a clever man. He write the pamphlet.
I'll help you. He needs to know of the struggles of the peasant masses so he can make a true revolution of the people.
So we do. Hong, he take the letter and send it to Comrade Mao.
Dear comrade, your respect for the revolutionary potential of the urban proletariat is admirable. But it is to the peasant masses that you must look to for your greatest support and assets. Rise with them. Support them in their struggle. Channel their spontaneous protest into a new movement. The movement of peasant associations. Embrace them.
They will rise like a tornado, a force so extraordinarily swift and violent that no power, however great, will be able to suppress it. Hong, smile at me. He tell all the Chinaman seamen that I write to Comrade Mao.
Whenever Dad came back to Liverpool with a ship, after stopping at the boarding house, he'd go and see his mate, old Sue, at his laundry. This one time he went, one tooth Alice was gone. It was at this time he met my mum, Mary. She was ironing for Sue. You asked her out to the pictures, didn't you?
Everyone do the same. Sue, he tell me.
Mum told me how difficult it was meeting up with you. She had to tell Gran that she was meeting her mate, Julie. While she was standing in the queue for the pictures, she was anxiously looking round to see if there was anyone that knew her. She didn't want no one going back telling Gran, "I've just seen your Mary stepping out with one of them chinky fellas." But she liked the look of you. She said, "I'll tell you something. He was always polite, had better manners than any Liverpool lad I knew, and he always wore a lovely suit."
Your mother, Davy, she pretty. I like her smile. She could cheer up rain with her smile. You remember?
5 sons and 2 daughters. By the time we all came along, a smile had left her, like her youth.
I tell you about the strike.
What strike?
I tell you.
No, you never.
Or maybe I tell your brother.
Bobby?
No.
Sam?
No.
John, Paul, George, Ringo? Who else it speaks to you, Dad? Who else spares you the time?
Okay, I tell you, Hong, he talk and talk to us about strike. These Chinaman seamen, they all look at me. Hong smile. You remember Hong?
The leader of the Liverpool cell of the People's Republic of the China's Congress of the People's Party, the Communist.
Hong say, you Li, he the one who write to Comrade Mao. Ask him. Comrades, brothers, who works these white ghost ships? We do. On all these blue funnel ships, we do all the hard work. These ships run on our sweat. That's right. Back home in China, they have their revolution. Here now, we make our own revolution. We strike. We put our bodies to rest until they pay us equal to the white ghosts. Strike! Strike! Why? Why should they pay us less for our sweat?
You said that.
Said what?
Did they strike?
Damn right they strike. Hong, I told you.
I can hardly believe a word you say that.
All at
Who's the song anyway?
Dear comrade, as you are only just aware, the Japanese dogs are threatening to invade our country. This must never happen.
We have suffered for over a century at the hands of the devil imperial powers. We cannot let the Japanese do the same. You have it in your power to prevent this.
I am asking you as one who has as much hatred of the Kuomintang as you. Join them. Join with them to defeat the Japanese. Rid our country of the invaders.
Comrade Mao has declared a truce with the Kuomintang. They are going to fight the Japanese together.
I wait for Comrade Mao to thank me, but nothing. I think he's too busy fighting the Japanese here, there, all over the place.
When I was in school, I told the other kids that my dad was in the war too. They pushed me over, rubbed snot on my face. There were no Chinkies fighting in our war. Do you remember that, Dad? I came home and you gave me a smack because Mum was going on about my torn clothes. I said it's because of the war. You never did let me explain.
We were stranded. All of us Chinaman seamen. Can't go back to China, is war there. Can't leave Europe, is war here. My gold mountain. So, we Chinaman seamen, we joined the merchant ship convoys across the Atlantic to North America, Montreal and back. Aya, it's so dangerous.
The convoy was attacked by U-boats. Ships are sunk. Explosions all around Lou, getting closer and closer. Then, the ship is hit.
The ship explode around me. Men scream. I thrown into the water. Oh, the water, so cold, so cold. I could hardly breathe. I go under the water. I'm going to die.
His father, my grandfather, was killed the day before Dad's ship was hit. The Japanese, they cut his head off.
My father, he reached down for me through the cold, cold water. He saved my life. During the war, I come back from sea and go away to sea again all the time. Then they have VE Day in Europe. Many parties. Everybody happy. but the Japanese war still go on. I don't say anything, but I think about you all the time. This time I come back from sea, I go see old Sue in his laundry for a gamble, smoke a pipe. But this night, we no do that. We talk. No, I talk some. Sue, very quiet. Then he say,
Yilu, you need a family. Mary, she's a good woman. You marry her.
That's all he said. I sleep on a mattress. His room is next to me. I hear nothing. I find his body hanging. He leave a letter. His father, mother, wife, children, his brothers and cousins and their children, all killed. The Japanese kill everyone in his village. He have no one. Nothing left. I leave the sea, stay in Liverpool, work the laundry. Sue, he leave it to me.
Mum smiled when she remembered it. A double date. You and her, Uncle Tang and Auntie Julie. We were dressed up to the nines, sweeping across the dance floor at the Rialto tea dance. I felt great.
Afterwards, we go outside for a bit of quiet and have a smoke. I tell Mary, this laundry might go mountain. One day, I have many laundries, many sons. She laugh. I ask her, Mary, you marry me?
But she had to tell Gran, even though she knew she wasn't going to like it. Gran screamed at her, slapped her across the face, called her all kinds of names, told her, if you marry that chink, you'll never come through my front door again. Dad, do you remember any of this? She still married you. And some of her family never spoke to her again. Some people treated her no better than a whore. Are you listening, Dad? You know, I'm not sure you ever knew or cared just how much Mum sacrificed for you, did you, Dad?
Dear comrade, the Chinese people hail your great victory over the reactionary enemy, the Kuomintang, freeing all our people from their tyranny and corruption, establishing forever in the pages of history the 1st of October 1949 as the glorious founding of the People's Republic of China. For the sake of our people, please accept aid from the Soviet Union in order to rebuild the greatness of our nation and stoke the egalitarianism of peasant mobilization.
They came for them. After the war, at night, the immigration and policemen, they waiting. They knew who they were and where they lived. They have a list of names. They round up all the Chinaman seamen who go on strike. They say they're troublemakers. They take them from their homes, their wives, their children, send them back to China. No one hears from them again. They disappear. Every night for a week, I hide on the shithouse roof. I no close my eyes, I no go to sleep in case they come for me. But I too smart. I hear them in the street, in front, behind, in my street. I say to Mary, say nothing. At the end of that month, crazy. So many Chinaman seamen gone. Hong, Tang, me. We never speak of them again.
Mum couldn't believe it when you came back that morning and told her. She never forgave you for what you did to the family.
In time.
Why do you think she left?
When?
Dad, Mum left you 15 years ago.
We gamble all night. Now, only Tang, Chow, and me left. Last game. Big stake. I'm going to win. I could feel it like the heat back home in my village. Tang, he bluffing. I know it. My luck change.
It's time for bed. I raise 100.
Chow and me, we raise 100.
Okay? I raise 200.
Stupid Chow. He say, oh, too much, too late, I'm out.
Yilu, friend. You can't afford to lose anymore. Think of Mary, go home and sleep.
You scared I win, huh? You bluffing. I raised 200.
Lou. You're on a losing streak. Let's stop and go to bed.
Bloody hell. You go to bed, I gamble.
Okay. You want to gamble? I raise 500.
500? Okay, 500.
1,000.
I no have 1,000. I no have 500 or 100. All I have is my laundry. But I say, okay, 2,000 to see you. Tang, he stare at me. He turn over his cards. I lose.
You just left and it nearly killed Mum. You never said where you went or what you did. You never told Mum, did you? She told us kids not to worry. We're going to be all right. How long were you gone?
40 day and 40 night. I walk this country. From Liverpool, I walk everywhere. I lose everything, so I walk again. I can go anywhere. Only place I can't go is back home.
Mum asked Uncle Tang to see if he could find you. Deep down, she thought, that's it. I'm never going to see him again. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure she really cared if you came back or not. When you did come back, you had money. Did you get that from Uncle Tang? You gave me this tin with a lid. You said, hold that. You took me by the hand and we walked up George Street to the best restaurant in Chinatown. You had them fill the tin with shumai, char siu bao, meat dumplings. I walked it home with you, holding it close, feeling the heat of the tin against my belly. Do you remember that, Dad?
No.
I watched Dad prepare an opium pipe through a crack in the door. He never knew. It's easy. After he lost the laundry and came home, he made pennies selling opium to the Chinese seamen and gambling. He never won anything. Money was always tight. The seamen would come around talking Cantonese, Shanghaiese, Hakka. Dad would take them upstairs to the empty room to smoke a few pipes. We could never go in there, but we could smell the sweet smoke as we lay in bed. Those nights we'd have some dreams. Dad would cook Chinese food for the seamen, but if we were really lucky, there'd be leftovers for us in the morning. We'd have some sweet dreams.
Dear comrade, I've been hearing the disturbing news about the purges and repressions visited by Comrade Stalin on his people. This is not the way of true revolution and change. I hope, no, urge, that you, the great helmsman of our revolution, will not visit such brutality on our people. For is it not better to encourage ideas to flourish in the land rather than to repress them? A gardener tending his garden will grow many different varieties of flowers, not just let a few bloom.
Chairman Mao has spoken. Let 100 flowers blossom and 100 schools of thought contend.
I know ask him to come. Tang. He knock on the door. Hat, so. New suit, shiny shoes. I no want to see him. I tried to close the door in his face. But Mary, she too quick. She bring him in. She happy to see someone she know. Not just someone come, smoke pipe, chase dreams, then leave. What you want?
I'm selling my laundries.
Laundries?
Yeah, there's no money in them. Take away food. That's where the money is.
You come to tell me this?
Hello, I come to offer you one.
Oh, you give me one, huh?
I rent you one, cheap, to get you started.
You think I need, huh?
Don't you? Look, I only want to help.
Get out. Go on, get out, fuck off!
Dad, Tang came to do you a favour. Offer you some work and you threw him out. You and Mum had this massive row. She was in tears. She was fed up of strangers coming into her house leaving nothing but smoke and sadness. Why did you turn down the chance to make some honest money?
I make money my own way.
You call that making money? Mum was so angry. She said that was the last straw. She went out and she found a job.
She no have to work, I provide.
She was the one who went out to work to put food on the table for us kids.
My wife, my sons, my daughter.
But you didn't! Mum left us before she left us. That first day when she went out to work, that was it. She tasted something, felt something different. When she came home at night, she was just visiting, waiting. She felt like a stranger in her own house. Then, she finally left. Dad gave up on walking. He never left the house. He closed down emotionally.
Mary, I marry her, no?
She got her own place, a little flat. We used to see her there. She never came back to the house, ever. She was happy. She had a smile back. You know, if you were to ask me who was going to go first, Mum or Dad, I'd have had to say Dad. I would have put money on it. But I'm just as bad a gambler as he was. Mum died.
Mary dead? No. Mary in the laundry.
At Mum's funeral, the church was full to the rafters. There were all these people there that knew her, hundreds of them. Some I didn't even know. All come to pay their respects to her. Not Dad. He was the only member of the family that didn't attend. No respects paid to his wife, the mother of his children. I hated you for that. Why didn't you go?
Mary, pretty, Debbie, pretty. I like her smile. She could cheer up rain with her smile.
Dear comrade, do not be disheartened by the failure of the great leap forward. Such setbacks are to be expected. One revolution, two revolutions are not enough to build our country into the red paradise of our dreams. No. What we need is a true grassroots revolution, a true revolution of the proletariat. Only when the proletariat are given the authority to take charge, only then can the true revolution begin.
After Mum's death, Dad got worse. He withdrew further and further inside himself. He never left the house. So when he went missing on the first night of the Toxteth riots, the family were frantic. He was spotted shuffling in his slippers through the streets of Toxteth as the riot exploded around him. Bottles, stones and Molotov cocktails landing everywhere. Police and rioters coming at each other in waves. But I don't believe he noticed any of this until he stood on the corner of Parliament Street, watching the Rialto building burning down. Dad, what are you doing here? It's not safe. There's a riot going on. We've been looking for you everywhere.
We go to the Rialto tea dance. I tell Mary, I have many laundries, many sons.
Come on, Dad.
Debbie. Tang come to see me. He be back to his home village. Chinese government invite him. He's successful businessman. He no been back for 40 years. He take television, video, many gifts from his gold mountain.
Come on, Dad.
He tell me, you should go back.
You should.
What for? What do I take back? Shame? Regret? Where my gold mountain? Where my fortune to show them?
Aren't your sons and daughters enough to be proud of? Come on, Dad. Let's get you home. Anyway, you told me you and Mao changed the world. Excuse me. Are you Yi Lu? You are, aren't you?
I no open the door to no one. Too many white ghosts. But I open for you,
My grandfather was Hong. You knew him.
Hong? I know him, He educated man, clever man.
He died a few months back.
Oh, I know here. Nobody tell me anything. Does Chairman Mao know?
I think these belong to you.
Dear comrade, your respect for the revolutionary potential. Dear comrade, You know only too well the Japanese dogs. Dear comrade. Dear comrade. Dear comrade.
Mr. Yi, this is an old letter from the immigration department. My grandfather had this copy. It's a list of names, Chinese names.
These are the ones who they sent back to China after the war.
I believe they were all members of the party at the time, weren't they? I've looked and, your name's not there.
Yong Nan, Seaman. Sung Choling, Seaman. Hong Yi-hu, cook. Dear comrades. Hong Ji-yun, stoker. Ang Ho-mo, Seaman. Cho Yi-shin, cook. Chao Fuxing, Seaman. Wang Shi, stoker. Wang Li-chi, Seaman.
When Dad died, he was like a hollow shell, empty and wheezing. You could count the mourners on one hand at the crematorium. There were still friends and family who never forgave him. My hatred for him died in the flames. After all, he was the only father I had. Uncle Tang was there. Turned up in his jag. Said he'd been invited to be an honorary overseas member of the Chinese Communist Party. He's made all the arrangements. He's taking us back to your home village in China. Well, this is it, Dad. You wouldn't recognize your village or the motorway running around it. The village cemetery has survived, so at least you can be with the rest of your family again. Who knows? Wei Wei might be in here too. It's been a long journey, Dad. For you and for me. Many miles and many years. I'm proud to be here for you. The place where you were born a raggedy-arse peasant and now you're back. Not rich with gold, but something equally as valuable. Something that brings honor to our family. So you can tell all the ancestors that you came back with a gift. Not of ephemeral material things, but something far more precious for them. A gift of longevity. A gift of many children to carry on the family name on into the future. A gift to remember and record their history and to make the future. I'd call that a hell of a gold mountain, Dad.